time for our regular feature we call Your Call. We turn things over to you. We want to hear your thoughts on a particular question. You know, tomorrow we wrap up 6 months, the first 6 months, the first half of 2015. And there's been a lot of very interesting television, both scripted and unscripted series that have come on the air over that time. So we'd like to hear your call. What is your favorite new series that premiered this year of 2015 so far? That's what is your favorite new series of 2015 so far? Is it Empire on Fox? American Crime on ABC, fresh off the boat, also on that network. The new shows Complications and Mr. Robot on USA. Or last night's premiere of Humans on AMC, whose writers, Jonathan Blackney and Sam Vincent, were on this program a week ago. So let's hear from you. The number you call is 646-652-2906. That's 646-652-2906. That number's good anyway. You're catching us across the country or around the globe here on Blog Talk Radio and locally on Brooklyn Independent Media. Or if you're shy about using the phone, use the chat room. It's Simon Apple 04 by name. Guest 1345 already in the room, along with a good friend, Rick Webb from Philadelphia. I got to tell you, I saw Humans last night, the premiere episode, and it really came close to being my pick for the best new show so far in 2015. As I mentioned, Jonathan and Sam were on the program a week ago. They were marvelous, and the show is marvelous. I have a feeling it's going to be up for some Emmy Awards and maybe a Peabody Award next year. William Bheard, I think, is a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama. We have our first call. Let's take it. Hello, you're on Tomorrow Be Televised. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Simon. It's Brian from Brooklyn. How are you?
Brian, it's great to have you. So what is your favorite new series so far of 2015?
I have to say it's been Empire. As much as I want to watch it with the door locked and the lights off, I still love that goofy show.
Why do you like it? And why in your opinion, is it so goofy?
Because it's everything that I grew up on. All those crazy 80s dynasty sort of moments meets Desperate Housewives. It's like a big mash of silliness, but it's still good, and we just haven't seen voices like that coming from people of color in a long time, I think.
You're the first person I've talked to about Empire that calls it goofy. I've heard other names for it to describe the show and people's reaction, but goofy is a little bit off the deep end.
I've tried to be diplomatic, but it's a good show. It's the first show in years that I've been on the street, like literally, and heard people say, oh, no, we got to get home. Empire's on tonight.
Well, I have to say, one of the things that I think compels people to watch, aside from the wonderful acting, is the over-the-top cliffhangers, almost one after the other on every commercial break.
Yeah, but I just fear that they haven't jumped the shark with that last one. They had every single element except for, like, a vampire zombie in the final episode of the season.
Well, we'll see. You know, hey, they'll be up against Walking Dead this fall and The Fear the Walking Dead, which is coming up, the spinoff show on AMC in August. So we'll see. Brian, thanks for the call. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. So do you agree with Brian, folks, that it's Empire, or is there something else that tickles your fancy as the best new series of 2015? Give us that call. It's 646-652-2906. We have another call already. Let's take it. Hello, you're on Tomorrow Be Televised. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Call you there. Okay, our caller has dropped off, so if we're trying to get you, give a call back. Use our chat room also, Simon Apple 04 by name, guest 1345. Rick Webb, a friend from Philadelphia, already in the room. I mentioned Humans before. Right now, and I'll tell you, there were a lot of candidates. I like Daredevil on Netflix. I liked Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt with Ellie Kemper. I think she's a wonderful talent from The Office, and I think she will be up for some Emmy. She may be up for an Emmy Award in a few weeks because her show qualified. Quite a few Netflix shows, Bloodline also. But right now, my favorite new show of 2015 is American Crime on ABC. What John Ridley and his colleagues have done is nothing less than one of the great groundbreaking storytelling programs of recent years. ABC's best original show since NYPD Blue, and I think a groundbreaker for showcasing race and race relations on television. The acting, the directing, the photography, music by Mark Isham, the writing, etc. is so wonderful. And it is as diverse off camera as it is on camera. And from what Ridley has had to say since the last episode a few weeks ago, it will get more diverse in time. You have to give credit to Ridley and Michael McDonald, the former ABC executive, for having the guts to put this show on, and for ABC, win, lose, or draw, to have the guts to put the show on the air. We have another call. We're going to take it. Hello, you're on Tomorrow Be Televised. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, my name's Roscoe. I'm in Brooklyn now, but I'm from California.
Well, great to have you from West Coast to East Coast, Rocco. Welcome in.
Hey, what's up?
Well, Roscoe, tell us, what is your favorite new series of 2015 so far?
Dude, I watched Mr. Robot.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Amazing. Have you watched it?
I've seen segments of it, and I've met the actor who is in the lead role. I think it is USA's best show in a very long time, and it is a very different show, and we've covered it on the program. It won the South by Southwest Audience Award, first time a television pilot or first episode of a TV series has ever done that.
Yeah, man. It's just like everything that we need to see right now, because like there's just so many things happening that are like not okay. And like we just want a program that represents like what's really going on.
And what is not okay with you? What is really going on for you? If you can just elaborate.
I mean, you just think about like the 1%, man, like the 1%, and like it's just like they're conspiring against us. And so I think like hackers and hacktivism is totally necessary right now. And like I have a lot of friends that are like doing things like this. I mean, nobody that's quite like anonymous or anything or like as good as this guy, but like it's just so necessary that we like get the truth out there.
Incidentally, for you and everybody, the creator of this show, Sam Mizrahi, is a wonderful find. He is a newcomer to television. This is his first television series. He basically executive produced it. The show, by the way, already has been renewed for a second season, even before the first episode ran last week. And he also has a new deal with USA and Universal Cable Productions, which produced the show, part of NBC Universal, to create more programs. And I have to tell you, the star of the program, Navi, is a find. He is one of the most charismatic people you will find on television this year.
He's great, man. Great.
And it's also nice to see Christian Slater, who has been in so many television series the last few years, and all of them came up snake eyes to finally get a TV series, give a good performance, and do it in a terrific TV series.
Definitely, man. It's like, where did he come from all of a sudden? Like getting this gig. Congrats, Christian Slater.
And congratulations. The show is being produced in New York. It's another great example of wonderful television being shot here.
Great.
Roscoe,
Hey,
thank you
man.
so much for the call.
More power.
Roscoe, thank you very much. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What'd you say?
No, I said more power, man. More power to him. Freaking awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
Same to you as well. Thank you for joining us and coming to New York City from California. We appreciate it.
Doggone. Keep it up, man.
Will do. Take care. All right, keep in the conversation. Give us your call. The number you use, 646-652-2906, or use our chat room, Simon Apple 04 by name. We have, I believe, nope. Another call getting its ready in as soon as we get it. By the way, guest 1383 has come into the room. So use our phone, use our chat room, Simon Apple 04 by name. Next Monday on Tomorrow Be Televised, Marty Krofft of Sid and Marty Krofft fame will be my lead guest. The Crofts are getting back into television. They have a new series premiering July 10th, Friday morning on Nickelodeon. It's called Mud and Stuff. Takes place in a very unique dog school, and the dog whisperer himself, Cesar Millan, and his son is involved. Marty Krofft, half of Sid and Marty Krofft, my exclusive lead guest next Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, here on Tomorrow Be Televised. Also on the program, we'll preview the new Disney Channel series, Best Friends Whenever, with their executive producers and their co-creators. That's all next Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, right here on Tomorrow Be Televised. And again, we are awaiting your call. What is your vote for the best new series of 2015 so far? Is it Mr. Robot, which premiered last week on USA Network? Is it Complications, that premiered the week before on the channel and got off to a good start? That's from Matt Nix, the creator of Burn Notice, long-running show on that network. Or is it American Crime? Or is it Fresh Off the Boat? Or is it the new Celebrity Family Feud that is so far in its first 2 episodes done well? Want to hear from you. 646-652-2906. That's 646-652-2906. That number's good anyway, or catch us across the country or around the globe here on Blog Talk Radio and locally on Brooklyn Independent Media. Or again, use that chat room. Simon Apple 04 by name. Guest 1345 is in the room. So we are looking for you. And I'll tell you, it really is amazing that we've had so many good shows off the bat in 2015. Second half looks good as well. More new series coming up on Netflix. There's another series that's premiering on Hulu called Difficult People that was shot in New York with some of the people behind The Office. And as I mentioned, the spinoff of The Walking Dead Fear the Walking Dead will premiere in August on AMC. Also coming up from AMC is a new miniseries called The Night Manager and a new series that is getting a lot of attention called Into the Badlands with someone else who I think is going to be a star very soon, actor Daniel Wu. Another call coming in. Let's take it. Hello, you're on Tomorrow Be Televised. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, hi, this is Keisha calling from Brooklyn.
Keisha, great to have you. Third Brooklyn person in a row. So what gets your vote as the best new series so far this year?
Okay, not to be redundant, but Mr. Robot is my favorite TV show ever.
Ever? That is really a compliment going up from the first time out. What made you have that be that way?
Well, you know what? I happened upon it. I didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about any of the buzz, and I was over a friend's house, and it was on, and I could not turn my eyes away. The acting, the cinematography, New York, Brooklyn especially as, like, that extra character. The way that New York is filmed, is this Gotham, like, it's just so cinematic and just, it's awesome and on every level. I love it.
And what did you think of the actor, Robbie, the lead actor?
Oh, all the acting is amazing. He's like subtle, and I love that he's a newcomer. I love that it's not the same old people that we keep seeing. And this guy, what was his name again? Sam?
Sam Chrisma.
He is. I can't believe that this was on USA Network either. That's the other thing that I wanted to speak to, like how did the new USA Network get so avant-garde? Like, is this going to be, like, their new stance? Are they going to be the avant-garde network now?
It is, Keisha. In fact, Complications, which premiered a week earlier on USA, is another example of that. It's from Matt Nix, the creator of Burn Notice. It deals with a doctor who gets involved with a gang shooting, and it totally alters his life and his times. And it gets him involved with a gang, as a matter of fact. And again, it has a very unique flavor to it, a very unique twist, unique cinematography, wonderful acting, very cinematic feel. And from what I understand, from what USA is going to be doing in future months, the same thing. In fact, coming up on USA is a new show from Carlton Cuse called Colony, which would be what happened if L.A. was occupied by a conspiracy force, if you will.
Wow.
And I've seen some clips of it. It's very exciting. It's another, what USA wants to do is give you these unique heroes, this sort of unique millennial hero for our time.
Right. And that's exactly what they're doing. Bravo. I think a lot of people who have gotten rid of their cable are going to have to figure out how to watch all this great stuff. And Graceland, I heard, was awesome, too. Isn't that USA?
That's USA, and that premiered also last week. Its third season, which was the first of these unique, little more darker than normal, a little bit more cinematic USA Network shows.
Well, I can't wait till Wednesday so I can see Gangland, not Gangland, Mr. Robot, the second episode.
Great. Keisha, thanks for the call. We appreciate it. Enjoy the day now.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Keisha joining us from Brooklyn. We have time for at least one more call, so get it in, 646-652-2906. By the way, another candidate for one of the top new shows this year is Odd Mom Out. It's Bravo's first half-hour scripted comedy, and it's gotten very, very good reviews, and I believe it may be up for a second season. So, anyway, got another minute or two for your call. Let's take a call if we can. 646-652-2906, or use our chat room, Simon Apple 04 by name. One other show I'd like to recommend as one of the top shows this year, Unreal. Marty Noxon, who created that show, was on one of our Friday programs a few weeks ago. Wonderful talent from Buffy the Vampire Slayer fame. She also has Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce that premiered last fall on Bravo. That has been renewed for a second season. And in fact, Unreal is on tonight on Lifetime. It's gotten great reviews. Had a little trouble getting an audience, but hang in there because it is a show that's worth watching. It's the show about what life is like backstage at a dating show, a reality dating show on television. Okay, let's see if we can get a call in. Give it a go, 646-652-2906. We'll give you another 30 seconds and see if we can get something in. And to everybody who's already called us, thank you so much for the calls. A lot of good thoughts, whether it was on Mr. Robot, on Empire. So we really get it. We like these Your Call segments. We really do appreciate it, and we really appreciate you getting involved. Okay, I think that will do it. So once again, thanks to everybody making the call and getting in the chat room. We do appreciate it.